BJP and allies today announced seat-sharing formula for Bihar Assembly elections. BJP will contest on 160 seats, Ramvilas Paswan-led Lok Janshakti Party on 40 seats, Upendra Kushwaha-led Rashtriya Lok Samata Party on 23 seats, and Jitan Ram Manjhi-led Hindustan Awam Morcha will fight on 20 seats. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said India will evolve as the fairest and predictable taxation regime in the world. Addressing the 11th Indo-US Economic Summit, Jaitley said both India and US have ambition to increase bilateral trade from the existing $100 billion to $500 billion in the next few years. Speaking about the global turmoil, Jaitley said India will not be impacted and it will indeed favor India. He said low oil commodity prices globally are helping India save a large part of resources. The wholesale price index inflation fell for the 10th straight month, plunging to a historic low of minus 4.95% in August on cheaper fuel and vegetables. The WPI inflation was minus 4.05% in July. It has been in the negative zone since November 2014. Imported pulses will start arriving at various ports in the country from September 23rd, which will boost domestic supply and help control retail prices that have shot up to 150 rupees per kg. State-owned MMTC, which is importing tur and urad dals on behalf of the government, has been directed to float local tender for milling imported pulses as state governments have expressed inability to do so. President Pranab Mukherjee today described Hindi as a link between the country's ancient civilization and modern progress. Addressing a function organized on the occasion of Hindi Divas, the President expressed hope that it will soon get recognition as the official language of the United Nations. Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has arrived in New Delhi on a 3-day India visit. Ranil Wickremesinghe's visit is part of the efforts by the new unity government of Sri Lanka to reinvigorate ties with India. Wickremesinghe will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other leaders tomorrow. The Supreme Court today stayed proceedings against former Telecom Minister Dayanidhi Maran over illegal telephone exchange case. The court has asked Maran to reply by October 1st. CBI registered an FIR against Maran and others alleging that over 300 high-speed telephone lines were provided at his residence and extended to his brother Kalaninthi Maran's Sun TV channel to enable its uplinking when he was Telecom Minister from 2004 to 2007. Supreme Court has issued notice to all states and the centre on a petition seeking the review of SC judgment on the use of photographs of chief ministers and other ministers in government advertisements. Supreme Court had earlier said that photographs of only the President, Prime Minister and Chief Justice of India can be shown in government-funded advertisements. 4 states have sought a review of this judgment. The next hearing is on 13th October. The Bombay High Court today stayed the ban on sale of meat in Mumbai on September 17th but refused to interfere with the ban on slaughter of animals on that given date. Days after NCP, Shiv Sena and MNS took to the streets to lodge their protest over the ban on sale of meat, the Bombay High Court today stayed the ban on sale of meat. In a fresh jolt to Sahara's, Reserve Bank of India has cancelled Sahara India Financial Corporation's certificate of registration as NBFC. Following the cancellation of registration certificate, the company cannot transact the business of a non-banking financial institution as laid down under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Australia is to have a new Prime Minister after Tony Abbott was ousted as leader of the Liberal Party by Cabinet Minister Malcolm Turnbull. In the hastily arranged party leadership ballot, Abbott, who had been plagued by poor opinion polls, received 44 votes to Turnbull's 54. Turnbull is expected to be sworn in after Abbott writes to the Governor-General and resigns. In Afghanistan, Taliban militants have stormed a jail outside the city of Ghazni, killing at least 4 policemen and freeing about 350 prisoners. Deputy Provincial Governor of the Ghazni province said one militant blew himself up at the prison gates, allowing others to force open jail cells. Germany is to introduce temporary control on its border with Austria to cope with the influx of migrants. Country's interior minister said refugees could not choose their host countries and called on other EU states to do more. Germany expects 800,000 migrants to arrive this year. Security forces in Egypt accidentally killed 12 people, including Mexican tourists, during an anti-terror operation. 10 Mexicans and Egyptians were also injured and are being treated in a local hospital. Mexico's president condemned the incident and said he had demanded an exhaustive investigation by the Egyptian government. The Supreme Court today stayed criminal proceedings against cricketer MS Dhoni over his alleged portrayal as Lord Vishnu in a publication. Dhoni had on Thursday moved the apex squad against Karnataka High Court order in a case filed against him for allegedly denigrating a Hindu god by posing as Lord Vishnu on a magazine cover page.